retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
This video is brought to you by the 9% and is powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push the mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title. We're going to talk about it. But first, let me get into the chat. I see my bro in there, my fellow 33, Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown. What up, brother? Liz B is in the building. Liz B, love you, sis. Love you. Miss Tracy, what more can I say? What up, though, Miss Tracy? Appreciate you, sis. Hold on, I'm scrolling to the top. I gotta find a little thing to do it. Hold on, let's see. Bud Files, what up, though, brother? Appreciate you. Tay Eats, y'all. What up, Nine? Appreciate you. Hey, this is Tribal Day, right? This Community Day. We just kicking and spitting today, you know. We kicking and spitting it. Talk about anything you want to come up and, you know, tell the people about your channel. Let's do that too. So it's a Rep Your Channel Tribal Day. I'm about to fix up Nightbot right now. You'll be able to drop your links in the chat with that old Nightbot command, ! Word. Nightbot will drop your link. Give me 1 second. I gotta find it. Okay, hold on. I think I'm on the page. That one. Okay. No. Uh, Okay, we good to go. So yeah, definitely hit exclamation point word. Drop your big movie fan BMF. What up, brother? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hey, hit exclamation point word. Nightbot will drop your link. Um, it's Tribal Day. It's Community Day. Like I say, any questions, any concerns, any opinions, anything, express them. You can hit the link. You can come up here talk about the channel, or we can just chop it up. But definitely hit exclamation point word. Drop your link. Y'all connect. We showing some love. Shout out to the nine. Shout out to all supporters of the nine. Shout out to anybody who think about supporting the nine. We appreciate you. All love is great. We're grateful and we show gratitude. So shout out to the people. I appreciate that. Uh-oh. Commander, what up, sister? General, the minister, the fence, the general of the chat. Commander's in the building. Y'all know what it is. Commander, we're gonna have a little fun tonight. You know the rules. Long as y'all troll me, that's fine. You troll anybody in my chat, Commander go make it do what it do. You know, she gonna make it do what it do. Don't troll the chat, troll the host. Be respectful. So yeah, Dre. I gotta go check out his videos. I gotta catch up on a lot. Um, I promise y'all. Look, I promise y'all. I promise y'all. I promise y'all. We've been working, and when you see what we unveil um, in the future, you'll see steps slowly but surely. But when we unveil it, you gonna be like, you know what? We proud of y'all. Because what we doing, we having fun. Yeah, you see us having fun because that's part of what we do. We live life. We enjoy it. You here in this conscious state one time. In this conscious state, you might come back. You have a different conscious. You will be in that moment. So while you're here, enjoy it. While you're here, enjoy it. So that's what we do. But we doing other things too, and the things that we doing, it translates. Not just on here. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. There, I already hear you in my head, like, bruh, dang. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. But Scorpio, mama, hold on, Scorp. Here we go. I've been waiting. Finally, Scorpio, mama has come back to the words chat. We appreciate you, Scorp. Been waiting. Susan, what up, though? Appreciate you. Hey, make sure I'm gonna keep saying it because hold on, let me put it in the banner. I can put it in the banner. Exclamation point word. Make sure you drop your link. Susan, drop your link. Exclamation point word. Nightbot will drop it. There you go. It's already in there. To drop your link, hit that. Hit that. It's Community Day, people. How are you, beautiful people in the chat, doing? Oh, Scorp, you already know. You already know. That's what I say is people who support the nine. Scorp is one of them people. She show us love. We show her love back. Commander, you already know that's my general of the chat. That's my minister of defense. We love Commander at the nine. So, y'all want to see something? Because should I show them that screenshot? Let me see if I can upload that. I don't know if I can, but it's somebody left a comment after the show, right? And I do want to address it. But we're gonna talk about it because, like I said, there's no malice in my heart. I really don't hate people. I love people. But we can learn from other people's actions, right? So that's what we gonna do. We gonna learn. We gonna learn today. Let me see. I should be able to add it there. I gotta delete something. Yeah. So for me, it's beneficial to use these moments as learning experiences, right? Because this is everyday life. You know, people, we was just talking about this on Tay Channel. People say, oh, this is just the internet, but it's real people on the internet. So the things you do and say still have an effect. You know, guess what? Now the person don't have to be next to you. You can reach across the country and affect someone positively or negatively. So, um, I don't know if y'all can read it. Can I blow this up? I don't know if y'all can read this. Can y'all see that? Let me read it from my phone. Let me almost ended the live, boy. I can blow it up on my phone. I can see it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, it said, why not add another person to the nine? A person who has been a supporter, a person who has supported, who supports the nine to become a member of the nine. That's not cool. Pretty soon it's going to be a gay nine. Wow, that's crazy. This person is from a whole nother sector. So that's a lot in there, right? And if you don't know, they're talking about intrinsic, right? Intrinsic comes from another sector. Intrinsic been on the internet, and she embodies a lot of the things that we believe in, the movement we have. She embodies that, and she wanted to join. So yeah, that's like you heard her, you heard her, and if you haven't, go check her out. Definitely go check sis out. That's a bad woman, you know. And what matters a person's sexual preference, right? I don't understand why that even matters. And who said supporters can't be a part of the nine? How are they, if they support the nine? How ain't they part of the nine? Like, what part of the nine do you want to be a part of? Should be the question. What part? We got people who support the nine. You ask them if they nine, they go tell you they nine. Are they making content with us? Are they doing some of the other things we doing? No. And we can't force anyone to do that, right? We can't force anyone. Right? We can't. And by the way, this person deleted it. If you could, I'm gonna read my response in a minute. But this is what I'm saying. I worked in corporate America. You deal with people with elegance, right? you deal with people with elegance and grace. That's how you do it, you know. So yeah, I'm not gonna scream and cuss at you. I might ask some thought provoking questions. I may make you think, but I'm not going try to degrade you. I'm gonna talk about the behavior. That's what we go do. Because let's get down to the bottom of it. Because when you're talking about why not add another person to the nine, a person who has been a supporter, first, I can't add anyone unless it's a request. Because to add, someone has to have a desire or want to, right? So if I just say, hey, you a nine, that's forcing it. I can't force this on nobody, especially at the top. We're TED. I can't force you to do content. I can't force you to communicate. I can't force you to have each other. I can't force that. That has to be desired. You have to want to be in that tribe. Like, you know, you can't force that. You know, anybody, if that was the case, everybody would be a Marine. Everybody would be a cop. Everybody would be a doctor. You can't force those responsibilities on people. You say it's having fun, but we put a lot of work in. A lot of work. It's not just on YouTube what we doing, right? I appreciate you, BMF. I appreciate you, brother. Some dramatic people will jump to conclusions about it like a whiner. That's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I'm saying. And it's levels to everything, right? There's levels to everything. If that's the case, people don't support their favorite sports team, right? Their favorite actor, their favorite artist. Not saying I'm on that level, but what I'm saying is this is a brand. So when you say ad, this is not no fraternity or some club. No, this is a brand. And to build a brand, it takes some stuff, especially when you're doing it with multiple people. So you have to have the right ingredients. If you don't, um, it's gonna blow up. And you see that so often. This is not no good old boys club. This is no. Don't believe me. Just watch. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. But no, that ain't what this is. This is much more than that. So that's why you can't force that upon people. You know, that has to be a desire. That has to be a want. I'm not gonna say a need. It has to be a want. You have to want to be a nine. You have to want to put the work in. It's sacrifices that we make. You have to be willing to do that. No ego. You have to be willing to be straight up with people and have people feel like you can be straight up with them. That way we can effectively communicate. If I'm feeling or thinking something, I should be able to tell you what I'm feeling or thinking. And if I can't, then it's going to be a problem. Like, I tell you, ask Tay, I don't know if they going to hit the link, but ask Tay, how many times will she be like, word, look, I'm going to just tell you because and she tell me how she think or she tell me how she feel, but she feels free to do so. And I can do it to her like that. Well, I don't really do it to her, but I'll be the one. I'll be it's that Jesus energy, man. I'll be compassionate. I'll be I guess I'll be too soft sometimes. But yeah, I get it, you know. But that's why you have those different components around to have balance, have equilibrium. You need those different pieces. Dee dee, dee 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 in the house. Appreciate you, sis. I just looked up and seen Dee Dee. But you need those qualities in yourself and in other people to do it. And like I said, everybody ain't coming on here for um to do what we doing. Right? Some people just come on here for entertainment. They just come on there for their um oh, I just read that. Yeah, or forever hold your peace, like the general said. But see, everybody don't come on for that. You know, everybody not on here for what we doing. So if they not, how am I gonna force that on people? You can't force the nine on somebody. You just can't. If people like, hey, look, I like what y'all doing. How can I be a part of that? Then we talk. And if we're in agreement, then we work. That's what it do. I mean, that's how anything works, right? So, um, yeah. So the way I responded was like this. I never said supporters aren't part of the nine. How can I add if there's no request? The newest member wanted to be a part. We accept it. I like content creators, but we have supporters who are nine also. Our commander is a nine. She is the minister of defense and the general of the chat. I welcome all who can build and grow. As far as the nine being gay, I don't judge people's choices of lifestyle myself. I have a wife from a different race and have been shunned, so I will not do that, especially if they represent what the nine stands for: education, motivation, inspiration. And we have fun while we're doing it. And that's the way of the nine. My panel will be free. Hit the link tomorrow. Are you interested in being part of the nine? So yeah, so that's how you handle And I don't know what I said in there to make the person want to delete the comment, but maybe he felt like, oh, this guy's like super nice. I can't be this ignorant and mean to him. Ain't no point in cussing nobody out, especially when people say things that's not true. Just you if someone says something and it's not true, and you present a fact, they have no choice but to shut up. And if they don't, then they just ignorant. Get a mama scorpion. Oh yeah, you can definitely promote your book, Scorp. You can definitely promote your book. There's the link in the chat. Um, yeah, you can promote. Yeah, it's up there. Okay. Yeah, but yeah. So like I said, I'm not here to shun nobody. I'm not here. I don't care about a person's belief, race, um, lifestyle. I don't. That don't. Long as you good people, because guess what? People who are heterosexual and believe in God murder, well, they delete people all the time. Um, good There's good people and bad people. That's just what it is, and they come in all different flavors. They come in all different walks of life. They have different desires, different wants, different needs. Um, but it's the morals and the values that people stand on. So once I see that, then it is what it is. I ain't judging nobody because I mean, how something go be gay? Gay mean, man, I don't know. But that's what it is. That's where we at in society today. That people worried about other people. My life messed up, but I'm gonna go mess with yours because yours is even more messed up. I guess that's what people think, right? Because you see somebody who might have it a little worse than you, so you put them down, and that make you feel better. Like what that supposed to do? You want to stand on someone's back to reach the next level? That ain't the way of the nine. We put in work and we have fun doing it. We have fun doing it. And when you get the right people doing the right things, you just get the right results. That's what you get. And that's what we're doing, And that I'm expecting more of that. I'm excited about more than that. I'm excited about that. Bring it on. 'Cause it don't affect me the way you think it is. I'm gonna use you as inspiration. You will inspire me to do even greater. I'm a different type of beast. I promise you. You come hating on me, I'm gonna just shine a little brighter. I told you the eagle and the crow. I'm gonna just keep going up. I'm gonna keep elevating. That's all I'm gonna do. You best leave me alone, because if you leave me alone, it may take more time. I may not be more inspired. If you leave me alone. So if you want me to fail, leave me alone. Oh yeah, I wouldn't even worry about that. You know what, Squirt? We all have. I mean, I say it like this. I won't even call my life bad. I've been through some things, experienced some things. But at the end of the day, I'm here to talk to y'all right now. So I'm in the moment. My life ain't over yet. No matter what I did yesterday, I still get an opportunity to be better today. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me throw this up real quick, Gary. My bad. I didn't mean to let the cat out the bag, but is that Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown?
Okay. What up, though?
What up, though?
Hold on, got me reading stuff.
You said I got you reading stuff.
Yeah, got
What you
left him
read?
listening. Yeah, I'm up there. No, I mean, I don't know what it is about these titles that everybody wants. I mean, it's okay. Y'all want a title? Here's my suggestion to everybody. If you want a title, take this title. Free. Be free. Be free to do what you want. Be free to act however you want. Nobody has a heaven or hell to put you in, right? If if you're gonna be productive, be productive. If you're gonna be a fool, be a fool. Nobody can stop you from doing that. Let people rock the way they want to rock. If you want to be invited, act like you invitable. If not, fall back. It's just sad that people want titles. Just be free. I mean, it's sad. Now I don't know Intrinsic, right? But I know she got a good word for some people. So what's wrong with that? And if they're saying that, her sexuality or whatever the case may be is a problem, so what? Who cares? Nobody said nothing when R. Kelly made all the music and he was doing what he was doing, right? No, no,
Right.
no, no, not at nobody. But hey, some people like the art that he makes, and that's cool. But you can't, you got to stop mixing the two. If the art is worth it, it's worth it. Her words are worth it. You guys agreed to it. That's the end of that subject. Like, stop crying. If you crying, what the baby gonna do? You understand? Like y'all gotta make it make sense. If you guys want to support, I mean, you guys, like I tell y'all before, the 9 is gonna be the occasion that everybody has to step to. It's sad, but it's true. If you ain't doing something right, I mean, if you ain't doing it right, they ain't gonna talk about you. So you got to be doing something right. I mean, I know you guys are not really worried about it, but it can be annoying. So, I understand it, but it may be time not to give all these people this energy because you got an assignment to do. So just go ahead and do what you got to do. You know what I mean? So that's
And that
that's how I feel about that.
and that's fact. And I'm definitely taking your advice. Because even I'm looking at it like I'm using it as a learning tool. But even then, I just like real life experiences. In the moment, the opportunity, season it, but it has a duality to it too because um, but I know what it is, and this is really out of love. Like this is what I just going over these last 3 trolls. This is out of love because these people know me. They've been around me. They told. I mean, if you you can look in it, just from the way they speak, and so if it was just some random troll, I probably wouldn't address it. But since I know it was somebody that was around me, I'm doing this out of love. I may crack jokes, but um, yeah, you really need to occupy your time better. And I coach, so um, yeah, I can help them with that.
I mean, it's too many people that's trying to put out a light before it can be illuminated, and that's a sad thing about this thing, right? If you doing the best that you can to help people, why are you trying to hinder people? Not you, but why are they trying to hinder people? Why are you trying to stop the flow? Let this thing flow where it needs to go. Let it go. Let this light shine to the heavens, as they would say. Let it shine to outer space. Kal-El need the light, so he need to get strong again sometimes. You know what I mean? So just let that, let's just support and keep it pushing. It's a sad situation what you guys are going through. It may be a little painful because like you said, you know who it's out of love, so that means you know who the person is. It's not our business to know who it is, but hopefully, we can come together as adults. Let's have a conversation and let's resolve it. I know, it's not a meet them at you all moment or meet them where they at moment. It's just the fact that I don't hold no. You don't hold no ill will. I don't believe you do. I don't think 33s
Yeah,
they
yeah,
hold
I
that.
don't.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
that
don't think. You know what I
I
mean? But
don't like.
so you got to remember that 33s are not going to be accepted by their own. Jesus
Yeah.
wasn't accepted by his own. You know what I mean? And then you're
Hmm.
gonna have a lot of broken people coming to you. You got to remember that part too. Everybody could look like they well, but they broken. They got fake glue and not gorilla glue on them. You know what I mean? So we got to understand that as well. Like I said, it's a sad situation, but hopefully it gets resolved, and then everybody goes their way. Or if it's mended, it's mended. I know one thing for sure: you guys, your foundation is set, and I don't think nobody could really crack it. You know what I mean? It's just sad that it's people trying to crack the foundation. That's the
Hmm.
sad part of the thing.
And they only strengthen it. That's all you do. Um, and you said that so perfectly. I don't even know how to come back off of that because I was even thinking about the term dissolve. Just dissolve everything. And I go my way, you go your way. I'm fine with that. I've been doing that my whole life with people. You go your way, I go my way, and we just let things be what it. It's dissolved. It's over. Um, and do that because I don't like drama. I don't like negative energy. That's why I ain't gonna. I transmute it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when people throw stones at me, I catch them and start piling them up, making a wall. So
This
I
is
mean, so but I got the my fellow 33 brother on here, bro. You did a great live. Y'all definitely, his link is in the chat. If you don't mind, I'm gonna put it in Nightbot probably tomorrow. But this brother, look, I'm supporting the sauce. That's a new movement I'm doing. I want to support the sauce. So this brother right here, man, if y'all don't know who he is, you need to get known because the information, the way he's spitting it, is very unique, and the message that he bringing is Christ-like. And I think it's dope. He put it his own understanding, just like anybody has done. But only the great ones can translate information and deliver it in a way that is beneficial and informational to the people. And this brother got a gift, so definitely go check him out. But let
I
me
appreciate
ask you this. My
that.
bad, bro. Let me ask you this, man. Like off your last live, right? I'm listening from a student perspective, and can you explain what Christ-like is versus like the biblical understanding?
Let's see if I can do what I can. So, all right. So, for those that don't know the last life was Christianity versus being Christ-like, right? And we know that Christianity is supposed to be, you know, about the Christ, Jesus Christ, as they would say, right? But I'm saying because Christianity has been around so long, that thing it's been hijacked, right? The entire religion has been hijacked. So once something is hijacked, people put their concoctions, their attitudes, their lingo, however you want to put. They add their own stuff to it. Now, the Bible says do not add or subtract, right? So if I don't add or subtract and I follow what the Bible says, let's look at Jesus Christ. So Jesus Christ was supposed to be a guy, he was perfect in all of his ways, his manners, his attitudes and things like that. So if we're going to be Christ-like, we have to do those things, right? What is Christ? Christ is a loving person. Christ is a compassionate person. He's a humble person. He's not trying. He doesn't find fault in somebody because he said he who has not sinned cast the first stone. and he was protecting a woman that was the Bible says a harlot. We're gonna go with that for right now, right? But he at the same time he goes to the well in Samaria and talks to an enemy who supposedly is a harlot as well. So what does that mean? He's trying to help those that need help, right? If we understand that Christianity is supposed to be the way of the world, quote unquote, you should not have to force that. Christ never forced himself on any person. He never had to. It was just something about him, his aura, his 33 persona. Let's just go with that. His 33 persona said, listen, come with me and I will make you fishers of men. That is what a lot of us have. And like I said, it's not a religion-based thing, Christ-like. Anybody can have it. An atheist can be Christ-like and not understand how they're Christ-like, or may not accept that they're Christ-like. But their actions are Christ-like. You can love somebody and not believe in God. You can love somebody and say assalamu alaikum. You can like somebody and be Hindi. You can love somebody and be a Buddhist, right? You can do all of Christ's attributes, and it does not have to fall under Christianity. And a lot of the times when you do something out of Christ, like, it's never forced. It's an abundance of giving. Like, for example, if the word gives time to everybody for them to come up and ask him a question, he's giving his time. That is money for some people. Time is money. So he's sacrificing his money for somebody to get well. Whether the word understands it or not, he's a healer, right? He's a mind regulator. He's setting souls and minds and hearts in unity. That's what he do. That is a Christ-like attribute. That was the commission that Jesus Christ really told the disciples, in my opinion. Go on out there and tell the world, show the world what it is. They didn't do their job. So that's how Apostle Paul comes in, right? But all they want to see is that, Jesus did this, he did that. Okay, but he did a lot more than that. Like you said very eloquently, he made the 10 commandments and turned them into 2, right? He simplified it just for everybody to understand what his point was. So did he fulfill fulfill the prophecy? I believe so, because he didn't do nothing irregular. He didn't do nothing unnormal. Like, he just did what he had to do because he loved. He loved with the heart that is very rarely seen. It's definitely very rarely seen today. And when it is seen, you see what happens. They come in to get you. They're going to try to turn you into a martyr. That's what they try to make Jesus Christ in the Bible. And that's what the religion of Christianity do, make him a martyr. But he's not a martyr. He was a real person who was a real compassionate person and did what he had to do to show people that love can last forever and love can turn a crooked road straight. So that was the difference between, being Christ-like and being a Christian. One was forced, one was hijacked. You can't hijack somebody's love, because if you do, I don't even know if you can. You could abuse that love. You could take that love and turn it into a weakness. But when that person is Christ-like, they won't allow it to get that far. They'll dust their shoes off and keep it moving. All right, I'm not wanted here. I'm gone, and I'll holler at you later. And that's another difference, right? Because if you know you're not welcome there, you ain't got to stay there. But a Christian gonna force their way into it once again. They'll stand there and battle you. Well, listen, the Bible says, the Quran says, it doesn't matter. Being Christ-like is, listen, you can come to a disagreement and still love the person and then say, you know what, I'll holler at you later. But Christianity is not doing that anymore. Christianity is becoming a show. It's not about saving souls. They don't save souls anymore. It's a show. They're they're not telling people that they're the temple. They're not telling people that God dwells within them. They're not telling them none of that. They just say it's the Holy Spirit. It may possibly be. But what you got to understand is There's a DNA in you. It's just like I said in my live. When a person of your family leave or a loved one leaves you, they leave something within you, right?
Mhm.
And that's what Jesus Christ did. So if faith the size of a mustard seed could move a mountain, what is a drop of God-like entity in your body can do for that faith? It'll make that thing grow so large that it has no choice but to be shown from inside out. But with Christianity, they only give you like an inkling of hope, an inkling of this. It makes you like it makes you feel like it's watered down. But being Christ-like is authentic. It's like real wine. It's like you made the wine from grapes. You didn't have to water it down. And that to me, that's the difference between being Christ-like and Christianity.
And this is why I say go sub up to this brother. Definitely go check out Gary, because he gonna give you a very unique perspective, and not only unique, but it's factual. Like, this is what I've been trying to tell people, G. Like when they say Jesus, we can talk about the whole name, but was there a person walking around who reached Christ consciousness and um, lived through Christ consciousness on earth? Yes, there's been a couple people, but the significance of Jesus is what you said. They turned him into a martyr. Um, but yeah, um, people follow a book instead of following the ways. Like you said, it's been tampered with and corrupted through generations. You know, even the New Testament, what is written in Greek. The oldest text you could find is the Masoretic text that was found in Alexandria before they burnt it down. But that book was found there. That's the oldest Bible they found, as far as the New Testament, and it's written in Greek for a reason and not Hebrew. But there was a man who walked named Yehoshua. You call him Elijah. I mean, not Emmanuel. I apologize for that. You call him Emmanuel. But that person did walk. That person did reach Christ consciousness. Christ is a title, the anointed one. And if you understand that you have a chemical in your body called Krishnos, right? And what that is sacrum or sacrum fluid. And if you can resonate it up to 33 vertebrae and it hits the pineal gland, and the Krishnos secretes and it goes back down into the sacrum. And that process takes 3 days. That's the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. The story, and even when the Krishnos go back down, that's where they get the whole Santa Claus story from, going down the chimney. That's the metaphysical aspect of that. So even that, man, I mean, the metaphysics within everything, the philosophy within everything, it has the book has so many different components, but people take it literal. Then you got to take into account everything in the book: dragons, unicorns. Not saying that stuff never existed. I don't know. I wasn't here. I wasn't here, so I'm not gonna say just because they ain't find a skeleton don't mean it wasn't here. You don't know what was here. People think the world only 6,000 years old. Man, you don't know what was here before us or what's gonna come after us. They still finding things in the sea and the jungle that we never seen before. It's 2024, so I mean, and then just the man, it's so many just on this planet alone, there's so many undiscovered things. So that's the point I'm getting at. I mean, I'm not gonna get into the extraterrestrial or the because even if you say the Earth is flat, then you have to look what's under us. Like so, them stories of Shangri-La and the center Earth that wasn't that shit down there, man. Like we can sit up here and contemplate and see what makes sense and what don't, but I just know that never Just because you don't know it, don't think it don't exist. Just because you're not aware of it, just don't. Well, that's the people that have heart attacks when they see things they don't believe. So I learned. No, I'm straight. I'm being real, bro. Those people who had them heart attack when they see a ghost, like, oh, it's really a ghost. Like, hey,
And it's sad because there's going to be a lot of people talking about, all right, we're conspiracy theorists and we're doing this and we're doing that. It's not even about that. That's why I just do the best that I can and try to explain it in a way that they'll understand it, right? Like going back to being Christ-like. I just believe that Christ-like is supersedes that entire religion of Christianity. Period.
mhm.
Because the whole entire Bible was supposed to have been about love, and Christ had to be brought here to show the agape love. Christ superseded everything because he ran from Noah's Ark all the way to the end of time, and everything is subjected to love. I know people want to say that's an emotion, and that's love is one of those words that have many different actions to it. It could be a noun, it could be a verb, it could be an emotion, it could be a whole bunch of things. That's why it's so powerful. It's so unique because anything that has more than one meaning, it's a valuable asset to life. You know,
Mhm.
light. You've been talking lately about the dark light. A lot of people only know that light defeats darkness. But what if it's a dark light? How do you work that? We gotta evaluate things like that. It's a yin and a yang, but people don't understand that part either. Everything is here for a reason. It's good and evil, love and hate. All of these things. It has to be a balance of things. But if we just thinking everything's gonna be all good, we're gonna have a problem. And the problem is that we believe that it can only go one way. No, that's why you go through trials and tribulations. People only know people know your glory. They see your glory, but they don't know your story. Right? They don't know what you had to go through. They don't know what, Intrinsic had to go through. They don't know what Anti had to go through. They don't know what Tay had to go through. Right? But if you sit there and be observant, you can see the work that's going on within you guys. Like I said earlier in Tay's live, I'm so proud of Anti because Anti is one of those people like she's not a how do I say this? She's not a public person, but she's
Yeah.
coming out of shell to show that I can do this because I have people that actually going to support me. They got my back. That's that Christ like love again. Because when you don't have that support, you'll stay in your shell. You won't come out
Mhm.
of it. And every time Anti comes on there, you can just see the difference in her. You can see that she's ready to bust out of her shell and become the butterfly that she's supposed to be. You understand? And that's why she gives y'all, she gives y'all the acknowledgement because in her own testimony, she wouldn't have been doing this without you guys. And that's what you trying to do. That's what you trying to show. That's why we need you to continue to be a blessing. That's why we need you to let them you give it to them and then you just let that we're gonna dust it off and we just gonna keep going forward with it.
Facts. That's all facts. I appreciate that, brother, because I think that's the unique thing about us three, and then adding intrinsic. I think that's just go make it better because we do support one another. Um, we make each other better. Like I was telling them, there's things they can do that I can't. There's things I can do that they can't. So where one person is weak at, the other one picks up. That's how you complement one another. I don't look for compatibility. That's like going to get one of them phone chargers from the corner store or the gas station, and it just don't charge like the one from Apple. Sis was just experiencing that the other night. So that's one of my favorite analogies for complimenting and complimenting and compatibility.
Well,
Things.
here's the here's another thing, right? if we're complimenting, there can't be no complaining, right? Because we're all on one accord. We all understand. Listen, I saw something that I like. We're gonna focus on what we like. We're gonna focus on what's gonna make us better. So we ain't got time to complain about it. If we're gonna complain about it, we're gonna fix it and we're gonna make it a like. We're gonna have a compliment behind the fixation of that complaint. All right, that's resolved. Let's like it. Let's go forward. Let's keep pushing. That's your objective. That's what you four are working on. You know, and with intrinsic, like I said, I never heard of her before. I heard her speak, and she was hitting everything that I was saying on my live, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I don't even think she ever even saw my live, and that's when that's called confirmation, right? If somebody's talking about something that you talking about, and they ain't never seen that, that means you're on the same wavelength. And if you're on the same wavelength, you ain't got no choice but to support them. Not because you like them. They're saying the same thing that you said without you even talking to them. It's not like you guys went in the back room and say, yo, we're going to plan this way, and then we're going to make it seem like we ain't had that conversation. You guys have been open and honest that you have conversations. But the fact that she hit something that somebody else was saying and never viewed the video is nothing but confirmation. You know what I mean? If Tay goes out there and she's doing life numbers and she hits that person life number, they ain't got no choice to say, yo, wait a minute, I'm gonna rock with her because she just told my story and I never spoken to her in real life. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. So we just gotta learn how to support one another. Like you said, we don't really have time to be hating. What's the hate for? You know, like I say, stagnation kills. If we spend time hating on each other, it's going to stagnate our dreams. It's going to stagnate your goals. When we don't have time for that, you got a mission to do. You guys just keep going and do your mission.
I appreciate that, brother. I apologize, Bones. What up, brother? Appreciate you. The realest one is in the building. We got the Matrix. Hey, y'all watch out for the Matrix. Brother dropping them videos. Go check them out. Shout out to Nate the Great. Shout out to 755. We getting lit now. 755 is in the building. It's time to get lit, people. BMF, I am doing great. I got my brother on the panel. This is the second time. Tay had to remind me. I'm like, I got to get him on the panel. Never been on. She was like, yes, you have. And I'm like, yeah, but that don't count because it wasn't my panel. But this is the second time I've been on the panel with this brother. So I greatly appreciate it. And there's so many real people coming through. Y'all definitely check out, if y'all can drop Gary link again, I appreciate it. Definitely check out this brother. I'm gonna have to get it in a Nightbot because, like I said, it's like he just said, we have to support one another, and we support in different ways, right? But we definitely got to stop hating. We all we got at the end of the day. So we have difference of opinions. Like the brother said, we're going to talk about them. If you don't agree with somebody's lifestyle, man, I don't know, man. That's starting to get old. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are some great sisters. They got stories just like we all. They got past just like we all. But ain't we all just trying to do better and get better? So give people that opportunity, that grace, because you never know what might unmask by allowing a person to blossom and bloom. They might have had to go through that experience to become the greatest version of themselves, and they can impact the world. Think about Malcolm X, man. Look what he did for us, but look where he started at. He was a hoodlum, but look at the impact that he had. So imagine if they never gave that man an opportunity because of his path. That's just how I look at it, bro.
And even if we look at Malcolm X, right? Let's look at Malcolm X. We if you read the book, you're gonna understand what I'm saying. If you saw the movie, it may register a little bit differently, right? Malcolm X was like he talked about Jesus as the white man and so on and so forth, but he never discredited the love that he had for people, right? Because Malcolm had that love for his people. He wanted to fix his people, and he was willing to literally die to make it right for his people. He became a martyr, but he did it out of Christ-like love. And I'm gonna keep saying Christ-like love because he made the greatest sacrifice. He didn't have to go through all of those things. He could have said, you know what, y'all right, I'm gonna fall back. Nah, he kept fighting. You know, even if you like Martin Luther King, okay, he did the same thing. Okay, cool. He was an adulterer. He was this, he was that. But at the end of the day, he took a bullet. He sacrificed his love. No greater love is this that a man will give up his life for a friend. That's what the Bible says, right? That's Christ-like love. There's no other way to explain that. If word jumps in, word jumps in for the ladies, he's sacrificing himself for the ladies because he understands that the ladies are going to sacrifice themselves for him. I mean, you know, that's what makes Tay dangerous because, you know, they don't think she can handle it, but she can handle it. But she's showing that, yo, I don't even want to go that route. She's trying to be a lady. But don't let her get a claws into you because she's going to cut you up. And that's why, you know, you guys work well together because y'all understand you're all going to have each other's back and y'all going to keep forward and ready to face whatever opposition comes against y'all. And, you know, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on your panel. I'm saying that because it's the truth. Everybody can see that. So if nobody can see that, give yourself some time. Watch the 9% individually. Watch them together. And if I'm lying, I'm lying. If it don't apply, let it fly.
And see, that's like one of the main things too, you know, about what we're doing. Shout out to somebody just came in. Hold on. I just seen somebody else. Rachel, what up though, sis? I gotta get back over there. I gotta catch. I'm about to binge watch tomorrow. I won't be on tomorrow. I got some other work to do, but man, I'm excited because you know, people starting to see that, Gary, and I appreciate that because we really do get each other back. We really are putting in work. You know, like I said, this ain't no YouTube gang or group or nothing like that. Like we really creating a brand. And Tatum probably sleep, so I probably can talk now. But she gonna replay it, so I ain't saying nothing. Never mind. But we really putting in work, like, and we really trying to make an impact, man. It's like in my life, it's things that I didn't have, and I'm giving them to my son. But I also realize is things that I can give other people also, and it can be beneficial. And some of them are kids, but most of them are adults. You know, just awareness, emotional intelligence. You know, that's why I even went that path. I could have talked about anything, bro. Anything that I was into. I could have talked about martial arts. I could have made a boxing channel. You know, I could have made a combat channel. I could have made a channel for hydrocephalus awareness. You know, that's why I lost my sight because of hydrocephalus. I got a tube in my head. I could have made a VP shunt channel. I could have did any of that. A legally blind channel. Blue Lotus, what up, sis? Appreciate you. Hey, make sure you hit !word and drop your link. Nightbot will definitely drop your link. Definitely check out Blue Lotus. Her 755 the other day. I might have to 755 that Buddha picture. I don't know, man. I don't know if somebody already copped that from you. I might have to get that. Y'all go check out 755. Y'all go check out Blue Lotus. When we talk about creating, we all create in our own unique, different way. And I love watching people create art because the patience, the delicacy, the art itself, and taking something and making it, taking nothing and making something out of it. That's skill, and it's relaxing and therapeutic. I guess for me it is because it's like martial arts. That's how, like, when I watch, especially when I watch 755 paint, and then you see how passionate she is about it, and how you start seeing the detail, the attention to detail all that, man, that's inspiring, and it make you look at your craft. Like, are you this detailed? That's why I love going around people like that. They may not be doing what you're doing, but the way they do it, you can learn from and you can grow from. So when people are doing art like that, definitely check them out, because they might be doing art, but their methods, and the way they doing it, especially when they passionate about it, you gonna learn something. So definitely appreciate y'all. The exclamation point word. Yeah, put word behind it, Blue. I forgot what I was saying. I got excited when I had both of them in the chat. You know, I'm always lit with 755, but they did a dope show the other day. So y'all definitely go check that out. I think it's on both channels, but definitely go check it out. But
Yeah.
But just, coming in, that's another thing about the 9-2, Gary. I don't know if that went over people's head, but it's the example of us, the way we work together. I want that to be an example. Like, it can be done, because so many people think you can't come on here and hook up with people on the internet and actually build something. Like, do something like really productive. But I've seen other people do it. That's how I know it can be done.
Yeah, just like that person that made the comment, they coming from another sector, right? Okay, so what's wrong with change? Like change can happen to people. I mean, me personally, like I told you before, I rather use the word improve, because you can't improve to be worse. You can only change. You can only change for the worse. You can change for the better, but you can change for the worse. But you could never improve to be worse. That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
You take the word, you misuse the word by saying that. But maybe she wanted to improve herself. Maybe she wanted a different format. Maybe she saw what they say. You see the light, come to the light. Maybe she saw the light.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Maybe she felt the aura of the 9% and said, you know what? I like what they're doing and I want to work with that. What's wrong with that? You understand? Like, change could come. Because guess what? As long as you keep doing all of that negative stuff, guess what's got the bill gonna come due? You're gonna have to pay for that bill.
Mm.
So why not
Mm.
pay for the bill that's right? Pay for the bill that. And listen, when you got enough, you could leave a tip. So let this young lady leave a tip for everybody else. She tired of paying. She tired of washing. She was tired of washing dishes. Maybe, who knows? And that's not literal, everybody. That's just a metaphor, right? Don't. I'm not saying she really washing dishes. What I'm saying is she got enough change in her pocket to leave a tip now. Let that lady rock. If you support her until she if she, well, she's not gonna mess up. But if she do, then you just gonna have to show her grace. I mean, come on, like it's nothing wrong with that young lady wanting to rock with these talented people, these influencers, these creators. We are all creators. We are all influencers, whether you understand it or not. I made a live about that for a reason, because we all can be a positiveness, a light, a beacon of light to somebody. It only takes one to win 1,000. Whatever one it is, it is. But if that's what she's been called to do, let her do it. Don't wait for her to fall on her face, because she ain't gonna fall on her face. And if she do, she gonna get up and she gonna win anyway, because winners don't quit. So I just feel bad that people are coming to troll and try to stop the flow. I mean, we're going to use them as footstools and stand on top of them and be heard even more, but that's a them problem. You understand? So we just got to
Mhm.
go about.
And say, even, and like when you say Christ like, right?
Mhm.
Even you know what, that the path, I don't want to say I've been down that path, but I understood what you and what you saying, because everything I do now is out of love. Even when I defend myself, it's not because I'm have hatred in my heart for the person attacking me, but I'm gonna defend myself viciously because I love myself and I love my family, and that's what we're fighting for. So nothing is ever out of malice, and that love. love is the most powerful emotion, energy that you can emit. And it gets so confused with so many different things, lust mainly. When people say it's a thin line between love and lust, no, it's not. Because if you love something, nothing is going to make you stop loving it. You're not going to want to hurt it. You're going to want to take care of it. That's lust. That thin line between hate and is lust, because you're just in the moment. And when that moment over, then you don't care. But when you care, think about your child. That's love. Think about your parents. That's love. And I know, unfortunately, some people don't have those bonds. But think about, even when I say God, the God within. That's why it's hard for me to accept the jealousy, envy, the hate, all that stuff. It's hard for me to accept it because I feel it, and that's love.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, while you were saying that, it made me come back to, well, let's just say we had a disagreement about, conditions and not and unconditional love. You know what I mean? It like if you really look at it, that's that's the ultimate love, unconditional. Like Christ didn't have no condition on none of that. Look, I mean, he cried for his boy Lazarus. He brought a dead boy to life. He livened up the party by making wine. He made a blind man see. He ain't know none of these people. You understand? Like, who does that for people they don't know unless you have that unconditional love? You know what I mean? It's just like that. Like, if you're willing to have a conversation with someone that considers you a rival. You're willing to have that conversation for someone that don't like you and on the verge of hating you, just to keep the peace, just to show them like, yo, I mean you no harm. That's an unconditional love attribute, and it is hard for people not to see it, but it's even more harder for them to accept that type of love. Like it's very hard because people don't. It's just hard. Like, you can't even get the words out to say how hard it is, because unconditionally, right? You just say, you know what? I don't care if you have one toe, I still love you. If you have one tooth in your mouth, I still love you. You could have robbed me blind, I still love you. And that'll hurt a person more than you giving them flowers, because that unconditional love that you're giving them, right? Like, for example, now, I'm not trying to do this to you. You said, yo, I forgive those that attack me. This is your testimony. You forgive those that attacked you. You forgive those that harm you. I'm not gonna say that you love them, but you forgave them. That's a step towards unconditional love too, because you forgave them. You could have said, you know what, I'm gonna let y'all keep that power and I'm gonna keep it pushing. Nah, I'm gonna take my power back and show you how much love I have for myself. You love yourself unconditionally first. If you fall, you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you keep going. If you trip, you get up. Like I said, you don't lose a fight because you get knocked down. You lose a fight if you stay down there. You got to get up and win. Winners don't quit. And that's the thing. Like, you just got to be thankful for the example that Christ has given you, or Jesus, or whatever you want to call him, because that's what the Bible. Listen, he helped people that many would have thought was unhelpable, unapproachable, and he made their crooked road straight. And that's a condition that nobody can say that they done. So that's what it's just like you said, love is one of the greatest things that can never happen to somebody. It doesn't mean that you got to fall in love with somebody, but love can allow you to say, you know what, let me help this old lady across the street. I don't know her from a can of worms, right? Or let me put a couple of dollars in this hungry man's food. I mean, his cup. Or do you think he gonna listen? Let me take you to get something to eat. I ain't gonna give you. Listen, I'm gonna just take you to get something to eat. You don't know this person from a can. You showing love to a person in an unconditional manner. So it's possible, but people got to understand that that can be possible, but people got to be willing to strive and see if it actually works.
Yeah, girl, dad, appreciate you, brother. When you, oh man, it's like people. I used to think I was weird, forgiving people who literally tried to take me out. But I understood, like you said, I needed to take my power back, and I needed to love myself. That prevented me a lot of times letting them hold on to that power that was truly mine. It prevented me from loving myself. But once I understood how, and I understood the more I love myself, the more I can love other people. So I focused on that and I worked on that. And then it became easy to love thy enemy. Like literally, because um, even when people, don't like me, we can have a conversation. I ain't gonna force it, but yeah, we can talk because maybe it's just a misunderstanding. And that's what it be sometimes. And it's not the fact that I do it to try to win their friendship or anything. Um, it's more because I don't like that energy. And you never know who a person might turn out to be. And maybe it's something that I say, I don't know. They be getting on me like you too now, like, but it's just me. And when I was younger, like growing up in the hood, I couldn't, I wouldn't be here if I didn't find a balance. I had to find a balance because no matter what, it was like I always wanted to see the good in people, even from a kid. Even I think that's why I was so receptive to whoopings, like because I knew um, like they had to do it, and it was a reason. So um, yeah, that hit me a little different when you were saying that because, and that's what Tay did when she was explaining what the 33 was. I'm looking like it just gave me so much clarity. I used to think I was weird because how quick I can, you know, I used to think I just got over things quick, and that's not the fact. It was um, I just understood things differently, and that was the result. Me, getting over things. Huh. I feel like I'm on the couch. Appreciate you, boo. Appreciate you. Now I feel like I'm on the couch. But yeah, that's what love can do though, people. Um I say it like this. Uh love yourself, and the more you love yourself, the more you allow other people to love you. But the more you won't allow the wrong people to steal that energy from you too. I had to learn. You're not gonna be able to help everybody. You ain't gonna be cool with everybody, and that's fine. Reserve yourself for the people that are for you. That's just what I learned in life. And don't the things you go through mold you, but don't let it break you. Don't let one bad, two bad, three bad people in your life make you hate everyone else or be weary of everyone else, because that will hinder your growth. And I wish I understood that. I was told that, but I didn't understand it at the time. And I lost some years behind that, and lost some relationships that I could have flourished from. But that's what life is, right? You learn from the mistake. That way, when you get the opportunities again, you'll take them. You'll understand this is an opportunity. So
Yeah, I agree with that. And you know, people gotta. It's just so much that people gotta understand, man. Like really, like the love is gonna like whatever seed you plant is gonna bear good fruit, whatever it is, right? If you're trying to plant a seed of compassion, it'll if you do the work, it's gonna show. Love is gonna show. Sometimes people don't know how to overcome a deficit. You got to understand that once you plant the seed, it's not going to be an overnight sensation, and it's going to take time. And when people give themselves the time to grow and love and do all of those things, it will develop into whatever you want because you putting your effort into it. I always say do your best and God will do the rest. But in order for that to occur, you got to understand that you're doing your best. You got to know you can't lie to yourself. You cannot lie to yourself when you say things and do things like that. All right, I try to take a shortcut. Nah, when you took a shortcut, you might hit a brick wall because you ain't supposed to take the shortcut. You got to, the race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but those who endure to the end. Meaning there's going to be times where you run out of gas. There's going to be time when you might cramp up. There's going to be times with, the weather may try to postpone a thing, but you got to endure all of that to the end. And, patience is always a key to that thing. Because if you don't have patience, man, you it's gonna ruin a lot. We live in a microwave society, man. I need it now. I need it. I need it. I need it. You don't need nothing but to stand still. Stand still and see what the God that you serve, or the God that's in you, or the God that's around you, or however you want to put it, has in store for you. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Like, well, Monday I'm gonna show the result of the fast because I've been fasting for almost 40 days. I'm gonna talk about that fast. But I've been thinking about, and Trizzy was trying to steal my idea the other day. That's why I just thought she was awesome. But I think it's just time to understand, you know, divine will versus permissive wills. I'm gonna have that conversation soon. I'm trying to make sure my words are correct, my I's are dotted, and my T's are crossed, so that way I could speak to the people. That way they can understand exactly what I'm saying. And I understand that my last live may have seemed controversial to some people, but I'm saying it's just some things that don't even need explanation. It's just some things that supersede what you originally thought it was. You change a program because the original program needs to be updated. And a lot of the times we don't want to update it because we're comfortable in our messes. We're comfortable in our normality. And it's just time for an update for a lot of people in a lot of places in a lot of situations.
Mr. West is in the building.
Keith West is in the building, y'all. Welcome, Mr. West.
What up, bro? Appreciate you, Keith. Appreciate you.
And it's crazy because I know Mr. West be busy, but he's another brother that can, he can add some strengths to the numbers. He just gotta, I know he's waiting his turn, but when his turn come, boy, he gonna be something awesome. His one is win 1,000,000. So I'm excited for him whenever he gets ready to step up, and do what he do best. That's be an encouragement and be a blessing. His time is coming up.
Man, that's the beautiful thing about doing this, man. Everything that I desired when I started, it's just draining it, and it was just having conversations like this, being able to create content that people may not watch it today, they may watch it a few years from now and gain something from it. A lot of the content I make, all the content I make, I store it, and I'm gonna give it to my kids. They're gonna be able to see daddy. They're gonna be able to hear daddy, and get a different perspective of me. Seeing me interact with different people. So that'll be another teachable moment, for my kids, and they can see another aspect or another side that they may notice or may not. So I'm excited about that. But reaching people too. Like I said, we can't. Even like when we was younger, we was told don't do this, don't do that, and we did it anyway, and we had to learn from experience. But then we start taking heed, right? And that's what generally happens. You may say something, person may not show that they heard it or even care about it, but then they go out and experience like, oh damn, like yeah, the seed has been planted, now it's being watered. So it's just important for me to plant the seed. The information may not make sense right now, but tomorrow it will. So that's how I look at it. That's how it worked for me. You know, a lot of stuff I was told didn't make sense until my brain fully matured. And yeah, that was like a little scientific joke. I'm
Yeah.
corny.
No, it's all right. You know, some people ain't gonna understand that, dude. Like, yo, look at these two jokers laughing, and we don't know what the hell they talking about, but it's all good, right? So that's when you turn around and say, you know what? It's springtime, y'all. Literally, it's time for y'all to. Your seeds are gonna blossom into something awesome. Everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's gonna catch the replay, you guys have greatness in you. You guys are awesome people. Don't let your good be evil spoken of. And when that seed sprouts after that dead season of winter that we all just left from, we're going to spring into our new season. And let's just go forward with that.
People need to hear something that makes them think outside the normal programming. And that's somebody just asked that on Tay. They was asking about like Charleston White and what brother is saying. I agree with, and there's levels to everything, right? Like I think sometimes people get lost in that controversy because I almost did on this YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, because like I'm like, okay, if I break down this person's behavior because this is what everybody watching and questioning, then they see me. And then I had to think about it, like, hold on, man, that comes with other things too. So now let me just stay in my lane. So I'm not gonna
Yeah.
break down that person's behavior. So I
Nah,
was
but
like,
look, you don't want that consequence because
yeah,
like, people don't
but
understand. Look, you being yourself now. Look, you being yourself now. You being attacked. Just imagine you questioning that Joker. Holy moly, you might get one.
man, man, that would have been yeah. But and then I seen like good people get distracted, and I remind myself of that. That's why I said like even with the troll, the only reason I addressed it is because of the context. If the context was different, then I wouldn't have cared. But I did that out of love. I promise you, I did. My intentions was a teachable moment, like I said, and I tried to talk in a way. I joked, and that was the controversy to grasp the attention. Like, but ultimately, I did that out of even when I joked, I didn't go overboard or go dark. I just joked about Apple. That was funny, man.
Yeah, I thought, like I said, you did that with like when you responded with compassion. Sometimes people you got to understand if you still be kind to that is heaping coals on their head because you being kind, you being compassionate, you being loving. Look, I ain't even gonna try him no more because he too kind, and they'll walk away. You understand what I'm saying? Killing them softly with your kindness. There's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people don't understand that aspect. Fight fire with fire. Nah, I ain't gonna fight no fire with fire. I'm gonna let that wind cool that thing off and just let it turn into ashes. You know what I mean? Like, oh wow.
Hmm.
And then I'm gonna rebuild on what he burned. You understand what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
people understand who they're really coming up against. You know, the Bible says, don't touch my prophet and leave my anointed alone. I'm paraphrasing, but at the same time, it's valid because you don't know who you talking to. You don't know who you approaching. You could turn around and you could be adding fuel to that anointed person's fire. This is exact, like you said, that's exactly what you're talking about. Now I'm gonna make this a teachable moment. You meant it for harm, but I'm gonna make it for good. You made an
Hmm.
evil person turn good, and it's hurting them more than they ever thought it was gonna help them. So that's a them problem too.
And see that, and again, trying to set an example. A lot of times, I'm not the only person who got trolled on here. And it's just different ways to handle things. And I think maybe people ain't aware. Again, going back to what I was saying earlier, when I came on here, I was talking about a lot of different things, and I'm gonna talk about a lot of different things. But I seen a need. I don't know what I can go back to my lives and tell you the exact live where I noticed it. Like, okay, so we need to talk about behavior. We need to talk about personality. I think somebody was saying something about narcissists, and I'm like, that's not a narcissist. Like most people don't even understand the difference between narcissists and narcissistic tendencies. We all have those tendencies. You know, narcissist is a diagnosis. That's a diagnosis. Like so, it has to be parameters met to be considered a narcissist. So, I mean, people can, and this is the point I'm making with that, right? When I say we all have tendencies, when people do things, people just look at the action. They never look at the cause. I'm not gonna say never, but very rarely do you look at the cause. So when people see the action, they tend to judge the action. And if you don't look at the cause, you don't see if it was an internal or external stimulant that caused this action to occur. Guess what? It's going to keep occurring, not only in that person, but in other people, especially if it's, well, I ain't going to say, but especially if the problem is not identified. You know, is it an external or internal? You ever see different people have same results in the same environment? Like you can
Mm-hmm.
put a good person in the hood, and that's a bad analogy. I was talking about myself, though, you know.
Let's go with that analogy real quick, right? So we're gonna take boys in the hood, right? So
Hmm.
they killed Ricky and everything. Your man, the little nice person wanted to, I want to respond, right? And he in the car, they get ready to do their thing. He like, yo, pull over. Ain't nobody checked that man for nothing because they understood what he was. This ain't your lane. We respect you more. We respect you more for jumping out the car than going with us. You understand what I'm saying? That's not.
Yep.
We understand what you meant, and we understood you was emotional at that time. But we understand that you also caught yourself, became you came back to your true self before anything happened. They had a lot of respect for dude. You understand that? I think that's where you was going with your analogy. I might be wrong, but that's the thing. You got to catch yourself before you wreck yourself. You can't let your good be evil spoken of. Because once you get caught, you get pulled over there. It's like Godfather 3. Every time I try to get out of there, they pull me back in. We ain't trying to go back there no more. We trying to stay where we at. We trying to make this nice little narrow lane that nobody likes to travel because it's so narrow. They so afraid that if they do something, it's going to stretch the lane. Let me stay here because I know I ain't gonna touch the curves, and I'm gonna just keep going to where we need to go. But I understood your analogy.
And that was perfect because what I was gonna say was, I was a good boy put in the hood and did bad things. Um, and I was blessed, and I knew it was for a reason. Like I had a purpose because of things I got into. I shouldn't be here on YouTube talking to y'all for various reasons, but I am. So I know when I see other people, and they might be um, in a portion of their life where they just getting that awareness, no matter how old they are. Some people don't get it until maybe 30, 40 years old, but they there. So why not give them the opportunity? Same opportunity people gave to me, playing it forward, that love, you understand. That's why I don't judge people, bro, because I understand life. That's what it do. Life be life. And in that, depending on your circumstances and situation, you will go through stuff. And sometimes the stuff may be undesirable to other people. And that's where the insecurities and the fear and all that stuff comes when people finding out your past. But I learned this. Look, my past built me, made me to what I am. So I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of none of it. I learned from it. So I can't be shamed by something I learned from, something that I gained from.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
like you said, because you gained from it, that means you improved away from that situation, right? You was a good dude that was caught up in the hood. That happens to That's more majority than minority, right? There's a lot of us that
Mhm.
go through a situation, but you were one of the few that made it. You know what I mean? You may be one of the few that don't have that record because yo, I need to fall back from this situation. You know, everybody just like I said, they just know your story. They don't know your story, but they know the glory. They see the glory. Meaning, if you don't have, you know, the creator left you here for a reason. The creator left you here so that way you can have your testimony because you've been through one hell of a test. And the fact of the matter is, you got to be thankful of how far you came. Whether you know that the creator did it or the God in you did it, however you look at it, you got to understand, yo, I really came from a long, long way. I had so many people doubt me that they look dumb now because I'm still here and I'm still successful and I'm still making ways that seem impossible, but because you got that little piece of DNA of God in you, it's nothing impossible for you. You really truly believe that. You are putting that into affirmation. I am a conqueror. When you say you are a conqueror, you have conquered so many different things that hey, what y'all gonna do now? You can't do nothing to me. They say what doesn't kill you make you stronger. If you ain't feeling like if you ain't feeling like Samson right now, I don't know what to tell you because you've been through a whole hell of a thing. That's your testimony. And there's nothing wrong with you sharing that.
Well, I seen Realist wrote Yo Doe. That's what one of my nicknames is. Like my family call me Doe. I'm like, is he talking to me? Like when I seen it, I just went into that mind state. But that's brother. Mm. Well, you brought up the story of Samson. um, yeah, man. You know, at one point, yeah, I'm not even gonna say that, but yeah, at one point I even felt like Job. I felt like everything was taken away, but I learned from it and I understood it that whatever was taken away it was to be moved for what was coming. So it took Job a minute to understand that, but
And your blessings is already started. And
mm-hmm.
that's the big part. And then when it comes back 5 or 10 fold, they're gonna like, how is that even possible? Because you stuck to the plan. You stuck you stuck to that faith in yourself. Like I can overcome. That's why I tell people all the time, use the affirmation I am. That's another thing Intrinsic was doing yesterday. I'm like, okay, I am. That affirmation is real. You really need that to get through certain situations and certain days. Because you could say, I am like you could turn around and say, I am gonna fuck somebody up. No, we don't want that affirmation. No, don't use that. I'm just gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you have that one. But when I come back tomorrow, I'm going to outshine you. I'm going to outwork you, and I am going to surpass you. And that's the way we got to do things. You don't have to fight fire with fire. Like I said earlier, you don't have to do that. But because you are who you are, you overcame all of those things. Like I said, and that's the thing that people don't understand. You are an overcomer. We all have that in us. The problem is they don't understand that they're a storehouse. God has placed things in your life. God has given you things from your birth, and it's always been within you. You have every weapon and tool that you need to get through life. You just got to go into your storehouse and find it and polish it up and allow it to be activated. That's all.
I'm gonna share something with y'all real quick if I can fix it. I think the members seen this, but when you're talking about the I am, the I am affirmation, do you know and I broke down, oh, what am I doing? I broke down and I got to redo that too, but I broke down the chakra system, right? But through each
Mhm.
chakra system, they have their own personal affirmation. I am is the root chakra. Um, but each chakra resonate with a different frequency. Right? So check this out.
All chakra systems have their own affirmations, so let's go over all of them in different affirmations. As I said, the root chakra is I am. I am wealthy. I am abundant. Move up one. The sacred chakra is I feel. I feel wealth. I feel abundance. Move up one more. It's the solar plexus chakra, which is I do. I do not chase. I attract. The heart chakra is I love. I love wealth. I love abundance. The throat chakra is I speak. I speak wealth into existence. The third eye chakra is I see. I see wealth and abundance all around me. The crown chakra is I understand. I understand that wealth is easy to attract.
And see that right there, right? When I say it resonates with each chakra, if you understand the chakra system, we function out of different what they call vortexes or chakra nodes. We function out of those different ones. So even I am, our root chakra is our base of creativity. You know, our sacrum, when it say I do, that's where we function our willpower at, in our sacrum chakra. So each chakra system represents a different aspect, 7 tiers of us. So I'm gonna break that down because I think that was one of the most powerful things that I learned to hold balance, like to really gain balance in self, is understanding that. And it even helped me understand my actual desires because I think, like everybody, at one point I wanted to be rich, but the things like I wanted to be rich to have what I have now, and then I realized I didn't need to be rich to have what I had. You know, I just needed to accept it. You know, I grew up with my grandmother raising me until I was 9, and I moved with my mom. So I wanted a family. I didn't grow up with my mom and dad. You know, I wanted a family. I wanted to enjoy life with the family. I wanted to grow with my family. I didn't have that. So it wasn't a big house and a big car. And I got what I wanted. And I'm enjoying it. And I'm nurturing it. And that's why, like, even I can be at peace with everything that occurred in my life because I'm living my heaven.
All right, so let me ask you this question then. Is there a difference between abundance and riches?
I equate riches to materialism. I equate abundance more to a fulfillment of self. You know, I think people can have abundance and be poor. Papa Will, what up, though? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. But yeah, I think people can have an abundance and not have the material thing. But I equate, just from my understanding, I equate riches to materialistic things or material things. But that's perspective also, you know.
Yeah, because that's the funny part, and that's how going all the way back to Christianity, they weaponized the word abundance. Now they made abundance sound like riches, and it's not the same thing.
It's
You know
not.
what I mean? It's not. So now you got people thinking, well, if I pray for abundance, I'm gonna have a house, a car, and it's not about that. It's about your personal spiritual abundance. That's not what they're talking about. But they'll never explain that to you. If you give me $1,000, you're gonna be blessed with a hundredfold of abundance. No, that's not even the same thing. That's like giving somebody dirty water and talking about his tea. Nah, that's not how that works. Don't do that. You weaponizing the religion. You weaponizing what I'm saying. You're doing that for a reason, for your selfish desires. When you walk in Christ-like love, you are so selfless that selfish is not even a part of your vocabulary.
Mm-hmm. And
So
see that, and that's what I try to tell people, bro. Like, if you watch my actions, right? When people try to use or weaponize the Bible against me, it's like you can't do it because I'm doing the things that you're supposed to do in there. You're not. So you can't use the book against me. Just because I don't believe in what word for word or a lot of the mythos, I practice it. There's a difference between practicing something and believing in something. When I practice, I don't need to believe. I'm getting real results from it. What are you getting? That's why I can be at peace. I scroll through and hear things all day on YouTube that I don't agree with. I never once felt a desire to interrupt or disturb anyone. I just never did because that's ultimately what I'll be doing. If I wouldn't ask for my opinion, then I don't give it.
Hmm. That's it's just a different. Like people got to really understand, man. You don't have to do everything literal. Everything is not meant to be literal anyway. Sometimes, like you say, some of it could be, some of it could be, it could be what it says it is. But it's up for you. It's up to you to decipher what it is or what it ain't. Like you gotta put a lot of work in to find yourself in order to change your life. The bullshit in it gotta stop. That's what people gotta understand. And until it stops, you're gonna keep going through the same cycle over and over and over. Somewhere down the line, you gotta be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Until then, you're just gonna keep going through the same revolving door and getting nowhere. You're gonna be in the wilderness for 40 years and getting nothing accomplished, just killing your soul while doing nothing, just wandering. That's what the Bible tells you. Whether you understand it that way or not, that's up to you.
Hey, Papa Will, you can drop your link. We're in a regular mode. I was typing and I'm like, I can just say it. I be forgetting I be on the panel. Not forgetting I'm on the panel, but I be forgetting like when I read something that I can actually say something. Be good and comfortable and how you adapt to change is the key. You know what, Bronze? That's one of the things I learned that's been very helpful with me is being comfortable, being uncomfortable. You know, like even when people say change, change is necessary. Change occurs almost every second. If you look at nature, something is changing. So it's necessary. That's how everything was designed. And when you don't do it, you see what happens. You get left behind. So you have to change. You just have to. If you're doing the same thing, I look at it like this, and I take it this deep. If you're doing the same thing today than you did yesterday, then you getting left behind. You every day you should find some way somehow to improve yourself. If it's learning a word, a concept, an idea, you should just constantly be learning. They say if you don't use it, you lose it. Your muscle is a brain. You have to work it out. So you should do something to spark it, to ignite it, to to make it move. Because if you don't, bro, that's how people get complacent and get locked into that herd mentality. If you don't think for yourself, someone will think for you. That's just how it works.
Mhm.
I say that with every aspect, bro. I be telling people like, if you don't control your emotions, someone else will. If you don't control your actions, someone else will. Whatever you don't control in life, someone else is controlling it. That's just dual. That's just how it works. So even influence. Going back and forth this conversation is a fair exchange of energy because I can feel like you're in tune to what I'm saying. I'm in tune to what you're saying. So that's us influencing one another. And that's proper energy change. That's how it's supposed to be. It's no negativity, all positivity. After this conversation, we both go see growth in self, even if it's little, it's still a fair exchange of energy and it's positive. So it has nothing, it has no other choice but to grow. And that's the importance of telling people, make sure you understand where you're focusing your energy, because that's how influence occurs. Whatever you pay attention to.
Listen, I can't. I'm not even going to add on to that because that was well said, and it don't even need no flavoring for that. That was just delicioso.
I appreciate that, bro.
I'm just saying, I know the ladies needed a day off, so I'll be the substitute for a minute. You know, that's one thing. I know I joke with Ted. We be talking about she the president. I tell you what though, if you didn't know, she's the hardest. She be working hard at this thing. She'll be on this thing all day with everybody. You,
Hmm.
Ted, Ty. I mean, like how could you not love and respect that, right? How could you not have that compassion for her? Like, yo, listen, Tay, you need a day off. Go ahead, sit down somewhere. Go ahead, man. Don't even make a video. Don't do nothing. Go ahead, take the day off. You got a whole life for it, but you sacrificing that. This is what people don't understand. When you sacrifice for something that you feel is worth it, it's a beautiful thing. And she's really committed to this thing with you guys. That's why I'm like, listen, Tay, you the president. I don't care. They be joking with you. I'm serious. You the president. I remember one time I think I seen Tay on for like 6 hours. Like Tay, she did her live, your live, anti live.
Anti-live. Hmm.
Hey, like nah, I'm doing it, Gary. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna rock with you. And that's the thing. When you doing the right thing, the supporters are automatically gonna follow you wherever you go. Of course, that hate is gonna follow you, but the good is always gonna overcome that negative entity for the most part, especially when it's done correctly. It's a reason why you don't get mad all the time because you understand that even though there's a balance, I'm gonna balance this good over that anger. I'm balance this kindness right. I'm gonna hold it over this angry head, and with that being said, like she just like I said, you guys are just doing awesome. I don't even know how many times I want to say this, but it's just a fact. You guys are just doing you're doing what you're supposed to do. And now that you got a new person there, it's gonna be even better.
And brother, I appreciate you see that because Tay is the heart of the nine. Tay is the heart. How hard she worked, what she sacrificed, and you see it. Tay. If you hear like they fall asleep, like my bad, like man, I don't want to hear that. Go to sleep. Get some. I go on late. You up? She up with her kids. She making content, her own content. She come over help me. She help Anti. Like Tay be like, I ain't getting on your panel. I ain't messing. I'm like, Tay, do you know what you bring to the show? You ask those thought provoking questions that get me into the zone. Like, I don't do that unless you're on the panels. And now she feel obligated. But, you know, she feel, I mean, like when I say the heart, that's what I'm saying. People looking on the outside, you might think, oh, it's a band of misfits, right? Because I know sometimes that's how we look because we have fun, but we really put in the work and our intention is to help people with these different conversations. And sometimes, you got to say things in a way where people understand it and it might not be digestible or delightful and digestible, but it's digestible, and sometimes you gotta acquire a taste. But we work hard, man. And I appreciate it is we so grateful when people see that because we all sacrifice a lot. But uh Tay do that thing, man. She amazing. And to have somebody on your team like that, that make you wanna you know what I'm saying? That make you wanna go hard and make you wanna that's why we work so well together as a unit. It's like we fuel one another. With one down, we pick them up. Okay, we carry you till you get strong, and then we go keep it moving. But we go, it's still progression, and it's refreshing finding a group of abandoned misfits like that, and eager to, find more. Eager to find more people who just want to do right and do right by themselves and do right by others. I mean, that's another way to not, do right by yourself to do right by others. I just made that up. That's gonna be a T-shirt.
hmm And that's I don't know with me. I gotta find the live with me. And I was on Meek's live, and I was giving everybody. I don't know. I think I was being prophetic. I think I said I I forgot what I said about. I thought I said you was gonna be harmonious this year. I think that I gotta find that. When I find it, I'm gonna put a clip out and just tag you on it, just to show you, man. Like this was being seen way before this new year. So, you know, I'm excited for you guys. I really am. I mean, I'm excited because you add a new aspect to this thing, and it's not, and it's like you said, it's nothing to hurt. You're not in the hurting business. You're in the helping business. That's what you guys do. All four of y'all, even Tay. I know Tay puts on that tough act, but she's just a sweetheart. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited for you guys, and I'm gonna be here. I ain't going nowhere. So if I'm in the bushes, I'm in the bushes. If I'm in the rap, wherever I'm at, I'm shouting y'all out as much as I can because I believe this thing is. I'm not gonna believe nothing. I know it's gonna work. I understand your assignment, and I understand that you guys are gonna get it done. Even if there's a hiccup, it's still gonna get done. You just gonna have to tinker with it a little bit so it can be the completion that it is. People don't gotta understand that if you multiply 9 by any number, the number 9 is still gonna be seen. That's the them problem.
I don't know if they ready for no sacred geometry like that, but we will get into that because that's an aspect.
My bad.
Oh man, how did you know that? Oh man,
I told
that's
Tay
funny.
that Tay told me to be quiet, but Tay ain't
Oh,
here.
you did tell. Okay, I didn't know you told Tay that.
I
I
told Tay
didn't
that.
know.
I'm like,
It's
she ain't here acting up.
it's 33 flavors to the 9. It's 33
Mhm.
flavors. When I put it together, like I told them, this is something I really put a lot of effort and energy and work into. It looks so simple, 9%. Even it's spinning right now has a symbolic meaning. So um, I really, really put work into it, brother. I promise you I did. And it's something that is created to outlast me. So, like you said, is even in the process is room to learn, room to grow, room to evolve it, and that's what I'm gonna do. It's just not when I say we here to educate, motivate, inspire, and have fun while we're doing it. Even Anta's, Granny Gummy, in life you gotta let loose. Sometimes it can't be all work, 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 and no play because you gotta feed that desire to have fun, to smile, to laugh, and that's what Granny Gummy does. So that entertainment aspect, um, and I mean, I didn't imagine when I asked Anta to join the 9 that she would bring that aspect, but when I created the 9, I was thinking like, okay, we gotta have. I'm thinking more. That's what I tell people. It's just not when I say have fun. I mean, even sports. I'm looking for somebody. I want to create a network of good-hearted, good people. Not just man. You gonna think I'm crazy, and you really see what I'm doing. I don't dream little, brother, and I don't mind. I got the patience to take my time to get where I'm going. But the more I practice patience, the quicker things happen. I learned for me, when I practice patience, the things happen a lot quicker than what I even expected. So that's why I don't have a fear of displaying patience when it comes to things I'm eager about. And another secret I'm gonna give y'all: they tell you not to dream big. I'm telling you to dream big. Not only to dream big, but use that big dream to get to that final goal. Create small goals. Those small goals will build momentum for you to get there. Those small goals gives you the attributes, the skills, the qualities, everything you need to obtain the big dream. Create the small goals to get there, and that's how you dream big. You just don't dream big and think you'll get there right away, but you create a path to it. And by doing the small thing and let those small things build the confidence, the momentum, those small things do so much. That I don't have a vision board. I create a strategy board. I'm not sleep to dream. No, I'm woke to strategize. We will strategize to get where we going. So, bro, I can't wait because things even right now things are moving a lot faster than I thought it would. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and it's like for me, it's a reason why I went and made the 40-day fast, and I was doing the lives like that because I made it quarterly, right? Because it's all right. It's going to be quarters to it. Each quarter is a process. You know what I mean? So I definitely understood why. I understand what you're saying because if you make the small, like you make small markers, like you said, you make marker posts. Okay, I got 26 miles. All right, if I break it down 5 times, I know I'll be at the fifth marker. I know I'm almost finished, and that's what you do. You make, but you make your mark so small that because you dream so big, so you can put like one here, one there, one after another, and like, all right, I'm gonna tear these down. I'm gonna bust it down and do what I need to do with this. But that's all, like you said, that's the strategy that works for you. And as people listen to you, they understand that that strategy may work for me. Like I said, one could win 1,000, and that even though you got 33,000, even somebody try to troll you and say you don't got these people here. It don't matter how many's here. If you reach the one, the rest will do the work. So that's why you lead them small things to the small people. You handle your Goliaths and not your little ants. We're not elephants that we're scared of the little mouse. We just know
Right.
not to deal with stuff.
You can read your poem, Rach. Rach, you always, I mean, you're always welcome. You're always welcome to read your poem. So, yeah, this community day too. This tribal day. I'm gonna try to do this because
Why to come on?
I enjoy this too because with these days y'all feel free to come up talk, promote your channel, promote what you're doing on your channel. That's what today is for. It's a rep your channel, but it's a tribal day too. So even if no one wants to rep their channel and they just want to come up and have a conversation, we're gonna do that because I know, like I said, we creating something new. I went into a new lane. I went from I don't know what I was doing. I guess it was part entertainment, but we going into a teaching mode. But we still go have fun. We still go communicate. We still go connect. So even though most of the shows be me talking, we need to do this too. This is how we started. Just sit back, kicking and having conversations. You never knew where the conversations was gonna go. If you watch a lot of earlier content, I create a title and we'll be talking about anything but the title, just having a conversation, people kicking it. And that was fine and dandy, but I didn't feel like I was I don't even know how to say it correctly. I didn't feel like I was I don't want to say fulfilling my duty, but more like I wasn't offering the people me, and doing things like that. Yeah, we having fun, but there's much more I have to offer. So and it was things that can benefit people. So we changed the format up, but we're gonna try to do this once or twice a month. I think it's dope. People can come up here, rep their channel. We go drop links. We go do all that. You know, the tribal day. That's what we gonna call it.
This. Listen. At the end of the day, I think a lot more of us need to have you know, we gotta just stand up and we gotta have a little bit of courage and come up here and do what we need to do. You know what I mean? Like I would be excited for writers to come up here and do their poem. You know, I would love for that to happen because at the end of the day, you saying you want people to talk about their channel, but we don't even have to talk about it because our characters, like, well, maybe it's just me and you, but our character speaks for our channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your humbleness speaks for your channel. Your kindness speaks for your channel. You know, your action speaks for your channel. So you know, that's what's up. I'm gonna go on mute. I want to hear this lovely poem that's about to be read.
Oh, sis got skills. Let me put her on the main screen.
Hola. So no.
It's your show, sis. It's your floor.
Oh snap! Y'all can hear me. I thought I was still on mute. Damn, my bad. I'm drinking something. Blessings
You
to
good?
everybody. How you doing? The word. Blessings to I'm sorry. I don't know who the guy is on the panel, but
Oh,
blessings to them.
that's my brother, my 33 brother Gary.
Wait, you say you're 33, brother?
How you doing?
Oh, blessings, Gary.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was coming up. I got a couple poems, that I got for the new book. I ain't put them up yet because I'm still putting up the poems from my old book on the from the book I just published on the YouTube and TikTok. All right, I got a couple of them, but I'm gonna
It's your floor, sis. Do your thing.
I'm gonna read this is called Down the Rabbit Hole. In a world of gray where lines blur, opinions clash, emotions stir. Down the rabbit hole we dive deep to uncover truths that we keep. Some see black and white, others shades. Debates ignite like fury blades. Who Why do opinions spark such eerie when understanding can take us higher? Right and wrong, truth and lies entwine in the rabbit hole of our mind. Let's embrace differences with grace and learn from each other's space. That one was called Down the Rabbit Hole. Hope y'all understood it. It doesn't go over or under people's heads. Like, I make these poems listening to people's stories, listening to, stuff that happened, listening and seeing what's happening around the world. So basically these poems is how I see and how I hear the world. This one's called Fake Love. In a world of math and lies, true hearts are hard to find. Fake love at its peak disguised, trust shattered, lost in the grind. Words sweet like honey, yet so cold. Promises broken, stories untold. Its Deception weaves its tangled plot. Genuine emotions left to rot, searching for sincerity in a sea of deceit. Authenticity buried beneath deceitful feats, navigating through the facade in the facade's disguise, in a realm where fake love reigns and truth hides. I'm sorry I stuttered a little bit. That happens a lot, especially when I'm not on my panel.
Oh, you good, sis. Do your thing. Do your thing. That first one, both of them deep. I like the rabbit hole.
Whistleblowers. This one's called Whistleblowers. On the silver screen, we're lost in a trance, unaware of the truth in every glance. Whistleblowers brave, risking it all, their voices silenced as we heed the call. Heroes and villains play their part, while reality's warriors are torn apart. Entertainment blind us from what's real, as whistleblowers fight for what they feel. Movie magic dazzles, truth obscured. Whistleblowers sacrifice often ignored. In the world of make believe, we find the light, but in reality, harsh glare, they face their plight.
Mm, mm, mm.
Peace in paradise. In the golden light, you rest in peace. Gone too soon, your memory we keep. Heaven's embrace, where angels weep. Peace in paradise, eternal sleep. Your laughter echoes in the summer breeze. Gone but not forgotten, memories cease. Stars shine bright where you now roam free. In paradise, may you find sweet peace. The good die young, a bittersweet truth. But your spirit lives on in eternal youth. In paradise's arm, may you soothe. So for anybody that has lost somebody, may they have peace in paradise. Police versus civilian. Yo, I know the word's gonna have a lot to say about all you phones. Yeah, I be listening and I be telling people I'm somebody that cuts it down the middle and I don't speak unless I got something to say. Since I realized a lot of people feel so offended, why not put it and give it some poetic justice? Like,
And Gary, let me give you a little background on Ryder and me. Do you know I chased her around YouTube for like 2 months and she didn't even know who I was? I was chasing her around YouTube because I was like, man, this young lady is dope. Like, she literally boots on the ground. When we talk about boots on the ground, doing stuff in the community, she does it. And her passion to help other people, it was like a magnet. She didn't even know who I was until Nate.
when you're close to almost losing your son, it's kind of like that makes you want to like, oh, I gotta fight. I tell a lot of people that like my strength really came from almost losing that boy, like to them almost trying to give him 25 years behind bars to him almost taking his life. I sat here and I'm like, yo, like what the heck am I gonna do? And there's other kids like this. Why not speak up and stand up?
Like, she put that work in, bro. Like, she really put the work in. And you can't do nothing but admire that. And then I got to know her, see the other different aspects of her. And beautiful. I appreciate you. So you already know anytime you got something to say, something to speak, I don't know if I got you on IG, but we'll get you on IG. The platform is yours. You always offer me your platform. You already know. It's the same love.
I'm also coming up with some poems for some people too here on YouTube. So if y'all hear y'all names and pretty soon y'all see them videos pop up with certain names, just know it's just a poem. It's just how I see things.
Y'all definitely go. Please, I mean, I don't really ask for much on here. But if y'all can go sub up the Rach and support her, like I said, she one of the people really putting the work in. These type of people we need to support. We support everyone, but these people should get a little special attention. And so what? I'm biased. I don't care.
Hey, you're not biased because I see you cut it down the middle a lot. So at the end of the day, but I got this. It's called Police versus Civilian, right? Police versus civilian, a complex dynamic, supposed to protect and serve, but sometimes erratic. Both bound by the both bound by the law, yet prone to stray. Trigger happy moments can lead astray. Civilian life meant to follow the rules, but even they can be caught in a whirlpool of fools. Police and civilians alike tempted by power's sway, breaking the rules, consequences at play. A delicate balance between right and wrong. In the heat of the moment, decisions made strong. The thin line between justice and despair. Both sides must strive for fairness and care. It's crazy.
That was dope. That was dope.
Yeah.
You should put a beat to that one. Says, you ever thought about that? Putting some beats to it.
I got some behind beats, but I'm still trying to figure this out because I want to start making my own beats instead of using that what is it called, the Rat Fame app, and then I get over here. I got 2 copy strikes and I had to fight them, so I'm good. I don't want to have a strike on here and have a permanent strike with them. So when I find beats that I could actually keep that are mine, or buy a beat off of somebody and make it, mine, even if we share royalties, like, all right, the song is mine, the beat is yours. but I just don't want the strike.
Hey, you linked up with 755 or E Money, both of them.
Oh, they make beats?
755 make beats. Yeah, 755 make beats and E Money.
I thought
Both of them.
755 was it 755?
Oh
She drew. Wait, am I
man,
thinking about
755. Man, you know that's a sister from the mitten. He from Michigan, man. You know, we from the D. We do a little bit of everything.
no. So it's just 755, or are you talking about 755 Media?
755 Media make beats. They make songs. Her and Shandy
Oh,
make songs.
all right, because I know they be popping up on my drawing, and I think I seen their page one time.
Oh, she's an artiste with many
I'm like, but I
talents.
swear he was drawing on that page when I went on it. 755 Media. I swear they was having they was drawing on that live.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
No, she do artwork. She do artwork, but she make beats. I mean, she make music.
Oh, I didn't know I'm about to link up with her as soon as I get a chance. Damn. All right.
Mhm.
I thought it was
They
just
make a-
art.
That's her. You know, Miss V's intro. That's 755.
Oh snap! I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's 755.
Oh snap! Let me find out. You learn something new every day.
I'm telling you,
That's crazy.
there's a couple other people intros she did.
I'm about to see if I link up with her because I wouldn't mind some beats, but I need some type I need some like hip hop R&B type of beat, John, or
Check out E Money too.
that's what I'm aiming for, like hip hop type R&B type shit mixture. I don't know if you understand, like.
Oh yeah, they do everything. Yeah,
Didn't she just do a video for her birthday?
Oh,
Man, I'm 755. She did I think she did one for her birthday. Like a song.
But she got a lot of songs. But yeah, I think she just did.
Sometimes I've seen her, it's been art. Like that's why I'm like, wait, I'm confused. I don't know about no beats. I can see her just draw her, her like if it's her page, I'm like, wait, I'm confused now because I'm like, I swear I've only seen nothing but straight up art.
Well, you go in there and get lit with us, you'll hear she play a lot of her music in her live. So if you go watch one of her videos, 9 times out of 10, the song she plays, she did it.
I'm gonna start tuning in more often then.
Yeah,
I do like what she draws, and the reason I tune in, I'm not gonna sit here and lie, because she draws my daughter's attention. That's why I'm like, wait, you're talking about 755 Media, right? I'm like, she's popped up on my phone. I went to one of her lives. My daughter loves art, so I had to sit here and watch one of her lives one day, and I'm like, oh snap! And I think somebody else was talking about her too. That's what made me sub up to her. I am subbed up.
I'm telling you, she got another channel just for kids. It's called Just Kidding. Every Saturday, I believe.
That's probably the one I'm talking about because it's only art. Yeah. Like I see her drawing. It was her little kid, and she was I think she was on a StreamYard with somebody else that one time that I got on the live.
Yeah, she definitely. But all the music she play over there they made that. Her and Shandy. Shandy Cheeks music, baby. Shout out to Shandy.
I'll link her where she said I could buy on for her. Then curtains.
and you know what? I gotta say this too. Shout out to PIA. I can't mention Michigan without mentioning. I can't mention Michigan and crafting without mentioning PIA. Man, look, man, that's another bad sister. Look, if y'all ain't into the art community, into the craft community, it's some wonderful, great people over there. When y'all talking about good vibes and watching people create, there's a lot of great creators over there. We say 755 Blue Lotus is in the chat. Shout out to Blue Lotus. My sister PIA, that's my neighbor. There's a lot of other great precious pieces, African Dreaming. I mean, they over there doing their thing, man. Shout out to all of them. There's a lot of great, and I'm missing a lot of names. Accessories, she over there doing her thing too. So shout out to Accessories. There's a lot of great people over there. but definitely check them out. If you go in one chat, you'll see the rest of them. They have a real tight community. I'm learning from them. So definitely check that out.
I will. That's a bet. That's a bet. Okay. I wouldn't mind putting some behind the beats. I just, I have to take my time. Like somebody told me that on Nate the Great panel to put my poems behind the beats. I'm like, y'all know I've tried. I got some poems behind beats. It's just not every beat that I find I'm able to post on YouTube. So it's kind of like it leaves me kind of like, oh, what can I do?
In 755, I apologize if I didn't give that crafting community the justice it deserves. I'm a little sleepy and the names is slipping, but it's an awesome community over there, man. I'm telling you, and we get lit over there. We have fun, man. That's what I say. Like I'm learning from other people. So when I say at the 9, we do all that stuff and have fun doing it. I'm learning that you can come on here, chill, kick it with people, do what you're passionate about, and have a group of people who just as passionate and positive with you. So I'm learning from different communities.
Yeah, I do the same thing. So I tell everybody I love learning. I ain't here to judge. I'm here to learn. Like
Mm-hmm.
each one
Oh
teach
man,
one. That's why I listen. I'm able to write these poems because I listen. I'm quiet. Like nobody really sees me on the chat unless I got something to say. Like, it's
yeah.
real. Like I get on these shows and I listen.
Rachel, when you write these poems, do you feel like when you get those intuitions, do you have to jot it down before they disappear and they don't come back?
Yep. That's why all my poems are written down because I got so many thoughts and they cross over with each other. It's kind of like you'll hear me like even when I'm reading here, sometimes you'll hear me stutter a lot. One is because I know there's people watching, but two is because I got all the poems in my head at once. So it's kind of like some will cross with the other, cross with each other. It's kind of like, all right, write that, John. Damn. I feel like Eminem.
And where is your book located at? You said you did one on YouTube. Where is it on your community wall?
Oh, I published one on Amazon. The link is on all my videos, and it's on my YouTube.
Okay. Well, I just subbed up to you.
So I'm working on the second one, and I'm about to write my first book on how I overcame, my situation, how I became from a victim to a survivor and now a warrior.
A warrior. Yeah.
Now you standing in your victory. That's a blessing. You just continue to be a blessing.
The whole point is to help and motivate others and overcome their situations. Because I've seen there's people out here with worse situations and still trying to figure it out.
I'm just happy that the word made it to 2 hours and change.
He about to pay us out.
Yeah, I know he is.
You know what? Let me tell you something, man. Usually, like I had clients today, and I usually take a nap after my client. And I've been up since 8 o'clock, but I didn't go to sleep until like 5 maybe. So I've been running on fumes for a while, but y'all give me energy. So and just having great conversations with great people. I appreciate y'all coming up because I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have shut it down after the hour. Like, oh, look, that's all, folks. I would have did one of those. Did y'all go check out? Is Papa Will still in the chat? Papa Will, go check out my short. Papa Will, I had to put him in a short. I had to do it. I don't know. Look, man, we have fun. 755. I didn't get you this time. I got Papa Will. I know they will clip me. Well, I can mute it after the show, so I'm gonna play it. Yeah, I can mute it when the show ends. But yeah, Papa Will made a. he gonna kill me. 755. I'm petty. I gotta do it. When I see certain things, I gotta use it. That's just me. I'm very creative. So yeah, hold on, let me share it. I don't want to play it.
Good night, Blue Lotus.
Good night, Blue. I appreciate you, sir.
The word be funny as hell sometimes.
And then I want to show y'all my puppy.
He said my
Well,
puppy.
he passed away now, but this is like one of the greatest dogs I've ever had. But this is the new one, the Peru. They want to argue. You ready?
And it's funny, and
I'm serious.
It's funny how you said created the nine. Here comes the truth. Like, what?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I promise you, if you go look at any time I got trolled on here, I was saying that one day, like, damn, don't nobody come in here and troll me. They come and troll the people in my chat. Like, that's weird. Like, no one has ever came and trolled me up until we put together the nine. So that's how I know it's somebody who feels left out. That's just what
Did
it
we
is.
go through all the applications correctly? You sure we? Maybe me and Tay was asleep one day or something. One fell to the floor like the Somebody
you gonna find an application in a tomb somewhere.
Right.
100 years. Did y'all see Papa Will's cameo? I gotta rewind it. Just play that part. I hate this. I can't even.
Yeah, he gonna get. He gonna get.
Yeah, he gonna get me. He gonna get me.
I don't think he is right now.
Look, when I'm watching you, you can't do stuff like that. You know, he was dancing and did the armpit thing. You can't do stuff like that when I'm watching you because I'm go clip it. I'm go do it. You don't believe me? Ask 755. Hold on. She was she gave me a perfect one. Hold on. That's one of them. But where's the one? Hold on, where's it at? Where's the watermelon? I think this is it.
Adios. Y'all see this? No.
This ain't what you want over here, son. See, this ain't what you want.
Look, man, when you do stuff like that, you saying, word, please clip me. That's what's happening in my mind anyway. But that's what I hear telekinesis. That's what they telling me to clip them. So, yeah. When you do funny stuff like that, I'm in the chat, I'm gonna clip you. I had to because I had too many movie clips and Nate's. I gotta remake that Stop Smoking Rocks because I don't know what I got clipped for, so I just gotta make all my drops like from scratch. So a lot of the old drops y'all don't see. If they got too many, like if they got more than one movie clip, I don't even play it no more. If it's more than 5 seconds, they clipped me, and I think I had Amy Winehouse. I had with Nate's. I had Jungle Fever. I know they was tagging me for that. I was having fun. I wasn't monetized. You can have fun when you ain't monetized. You can just do anything, as long as it ain't going against YouTube. A copyright claim. So what? Who cares? That's just a clown. This ain't what you want with that watermelon. I like the corn nuts. I ain't gonna play the corn nuts, but I love the corn nuts. Like I was watching that, and she was talking about these corn nuts all day, and she finally bit one. And was like, hold on, you know what? I gotta play it now. Hold on, man. I'm just giving context. Man, like we was on live with her for probably about 15, 20 minutes while she on her way. I don't know if it was that long, but it seemed that long. Because I'm like, just get the corn nuts. I want to know how they taste now. So it just seemed like so long we waiting for her to get the corn nuts. Then when she finally get it, you want to see what she did?
755. Tell the trolls what you think about their views and opinions.
They love it too much. They love it. They love it.
That is good.
Make it go viral. Miss V in here. Miss V. Record the moment. Miss V. This is not good for us. Oh my God. No. Even the bird is running off.
That was my early days in editing. I was just putting stuff together. But them corn nuggets, I keep calling them corn nuts. The corn nuggets,
He's like,
but yeah, that was my early days of editing. Yeah, y'all can see a little difference in it. But anything that was funny, I was just making a montage. But yeah, that was like one of my first troll drops. Like when a troll come in, I have 755 spit it out. Nope, it ain't good for us. That's what I was envisioning. Oh man. But see, yeah, that's you gotta have fun with life, man. You just have fun. Things that hurt you, I make them make me laugh. The things that people try to weaponize, I'm gonna laugh at it. I'm gonna make it funny. I got a unique skill in doing that, so I indulge in it sometimes. But okay, let me show y'all my puppy real quick.
he said, let me show y'all my puppy real quick. He sounded like he was sucking. So
And tell me, have y'all ever seen a dog do this? Like this was the first time and maybe the last time. I miss that dog. That dog was a beast, man. Do you know that brick? You know where that brick came from? My freaking fire pit. The dog took apart my fire pit, and those bricks got turned into dust. Like that dog played with them, flipped them, bit them, did everything to them until they disintegrated.
that was a rock.
She just, yeah, that was a rock. Destroyed the whole fire pit. That dog, Zeus used to sit there and chew on the bricks. That dog took out 2 coyotes. Like took them out. Like we had to call the I was about to say Humane Society. Is that what it is? We had to call the people who come get the stray dogs to come get the deceased coyotes out our yard.
Oh shit. That's PCA.
Yeah, 755. That's when I lived up in Macomb. That dog used to chase deer out the the deer got stuck in the fence and the dog tore that deer up. I'm like, damn man. They had to come get the deer. It made it around the corner though, but it made it around the corner and collapsed. It didn't. I don't think it passed, but it tried to jump the fence, and we had chicken wire, and his foot got stuck in the chicken wire. And my dog just went at it. It was trying to kick and buck, but once she grabbed the neck and rolled, like the dog rolled, and man, I didn't have that on camera. But if you'd have seen the way that dog took that deer down, and that dog was 175 pounds, but it played with bricks all day. It was like stupid strong. I used to walk it with a 25-pound chain on his neck. Like that dog was a beast. Oh yeah, that's what I got right now, Commander. That's my girl right now, my Nola girl. She ain't big as Zeus. Zeus is like 160 some pounds. She like close to 90 pounds. But she longer too. That's the thing with her. She long. She a big baby though. This dog, if I sit down, this dog will jump in my lap. Like you too big for that, bro. She laying under me right now. No. What you looking at? Yeah, but they're my baby. But I appreciate it. Y'all want to leave the people with something before we go? I'm gonna take my butt to sleep. No, I'm not.
Yeah, we need
I
you
guess
some rest. I know Mrs. Word ain't gonna allow you to just be out here all night. But I truly appreciate you allowing me to hang out with you to let the ladies have a night off.
Brother, it's been my honor. Anytime you want to speak, just let me know. We will get you the link. I feel honored when you hit the link. I feel honored when y'all hit the link. It's an honor to me. I do appreciate it. If I'm building on some content and you got some sauce, that's what we do over here. We drip the sauce. All you gotta do is ask for the link. I'm gonna drop it. The girls drop it. They usually have a link in the chat. But yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Like I said, I'm
Yeah,
humbled you came up and spent the time and indulged in the conversation with me. My bad. What was you saying?
I said I'm excited to hear some more poetry from Ms. Rachel.
Oh yeah, y'all definitely go check out Rach because she got a lot of poems that she uploaded. And when you catch her live, she'll spit a poem for you too. Sis got skills. Go over there and indulge. Just like I say, I enjoy. Man, look, one of my favorite. Look, Rachel, you go laugh at me. But I always have like top five things. And one of my top five lives that I watched since I've been on YouTube was Rachel's daughter putting makeup on her.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I sat in there for that whole live. I was rooting baby girl on, like, get her back, get her, get her.
She
But
got
it
me
was
back
just
if possible.
it was just refreshing seeing the interaction between mother and child. And that was one of the greatest lives I've ever seen. Um, just watching mother and daughter interact. Um, Great vibes, great energy. And it was tons of entertainment in it because baby girl was getting mommy back.
Every way possible. But I feel the same though. Listen, man, I be learning a lot when I come on here, and I love sharing your panel to the youth. Like I tell everybody, like as much as I can get the chance to promote your channel, I try, especially to the kids, to the teens. Like, and on that, listen, man, I'm gonna leave you with the poem that I wrote for you, and I'm gonna hop off this, John. And I want to thank you for letting me on this, John.
I
My bad.
appreciate you, sis. I appreciate you.
This John is just a Philly in me. I'm sorry, y'all. That's the hood in me coming out. Sorry. The Word. This is the poem is called The Word. He speaks of days long past, lessons learned that forever last. Guide him with wisdom from the past, a beacon of light in a world so vast. His stories paint a picture clear of triumphs, failures, and all we hold dear. A role model for those who hear, a legacy for the young to steer. Father, husband, son, so true. In his footsteps we all grew. A man of honor through and through, leading by example in all he do. So hope you enjoy that poem. And like I said, I got a poem for everybody that I watch, and this is how I see them. So
Sis, I appreciate that. You got me choked up. I ain't lying. I got tears coming on my. I'm
how I
humble.
see,
I am truly humble. Um, man,
everybody. Thank you for letting me up here, and till next time. I appreciate you. Just keep doing what you're doing. My bad. Hold on, the dogs is acting crazy, but keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna hop down before they get even more crazier.
I appreciate you, sis. Thanks again. I greatly appreciate that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And she got me choked up, man. She got me choked up for real. Um, I don't even know what to say. I'm humble. I mean, for somebody to take the time out to even, say nice things, that's humbling. But to use your gift and your skill, um, to create something and display how you feel about me, I mean, I'm grateful. I greatly appreciate that. Um, yeah, y'all know what I say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nations. And if anything was said in this video to resonate with you, do me a favor, hit that share button. Tell somebody to tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until Saturday, I'm going to try to get Sensei on here Saturday with me. I didn't contact him this week. I meant to. So hopefully he got the time to grace us. Hopefully he do. If not, we're gonna try to get him on next weekend. But we got to do it once a month, kicking it with Sensei. We're gonna try to do it more. But yeah, these talks, I'm probably gonna rename this to 33 Talk. I'm gonna see if I can pick a day where I can get my brother Gary up here and we just have conversation. We'll call it 33 Talk. Y'all don't know when I say 33. Me and Gary are both life path 33. So that's a significance to me. So I think that'll be dope. But until next time, people, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Raptors.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race, life is a